SFE Co-op is very, very helpful. It provides you everything on WebCT, which is a website that every co-op student has to go on, and it tells you everything that you have to follow. It pretty much gives you a lot of guidelines, and that really, really helped me in my international co-op.
Before I went, there were websites and links given to me from co-op and friends on how to prepare yourself, like the government website that you should register for when you go abroad. And I looked up a lot of things on Japan, and especially the place that I was going to go.
Like, you can't prepare completely for anything because you don't really know, especially if it's your first time in that country. So you almost have to just go with an open mind and just, you know, be prepared to face the challenges and accept whatever comes.
Even though I was in an English-speaking country and a very Western country, there are still so many nuances that we don't think about. Like, Northern Ireland has had a very sad history with civil wars and everything. So learning the language of how they speak about that. So for instance, they wouldn't call it a civil war, they would call it the Troubles. And learning to speak like that, also learning what's offensive and what's not offensive.
So another challenge, of course, is just being in a place that is so impoverished, and Malawi is constantly ranking quite low on the Human Development Index. However, like, it's just so great to see countries like Malawi that do have such resiliency, and the people are so wonderful and so positive, and it was a real joy to work with so many of them.
Before, when I used to live in India, it was I was a city girl, but this time I had to go live in the villages, and I had to go talk to all the village people, and so I improved my language, Punjabi, and it was certainly different, and I think I did improve my intercultural skills because now I know more about my own background and my own culture.
Well, Malawian cuisine is quite simple. It consisted of something called nsima, which is ground up corn flour mixed with water and then sort of kneaded a lot and then cooked. And you would eat that with your hands and sort of mush it up with your hands, and then eat some vegetables or sometimes some meat, whether it was beef or goat.
My favorite food in India had to be the butter chicken. It was, you know, there it's made so much differently with fresher vegetables, especially in Punjab where all the fresh food is grown.
Food-wise in Northern Ireland, I was shocked that the stereotype of eating potatoes is so true. The contacts that I had in Northern Ireland, I went over to their house for dinner and they had 3 types of potatoes sitting on the table. And I was going, what? Like, this is a normal meal. This isn't like Christmas or something like that. And it's funny.
One piece of advice that I would give to anyone thinking about doing international co-op is to just go into it with an open mind.
Don't be afraid to venture out to different cities, to different countries, and to explore.
You're going to get culture shock, and you're going to feel like just closing and, you know, just shutting out everything, and it's like a survival instinct or something. But just go into it with an open mind, force yourself out there, and just enjoy it.